this game is called Robie Knows. It is played similar to the TV show Family Feud. As you begin the game, you can read through and see that there is a robot that is challenging your participants to say that he knows more than they do. Basically, before you begin the game, the instructor will go through and decide how many questions they have and how many answers each question contains. It is best or desirable for this game that the questions contain multiple answers that are correct. So, for example, if I come down here to a slide that has only 4 correct answers, this slide here would be used if I had a question that had 4 correct answers to it. There are 10 different slides, 7 different slides for different variations of numbers of correct answers. This slide number 4 here has 10 correct answers. Slide 5 has 6. Slide number 6 has 5. Slide number 7 has 4. Slide number 8 has 3 answers, and then slide number 9 has only 2 answers. So what you do as you begin as an instructor with this game is you write down or get on your piece of paper the number of questions you have and how many answers each question will have. And then you simply go through and create the slides you need for your answers. For example, if I had 3 questions that had 4 answers, I have 3 questions that have 4 answers. I'm going to simply right click and duplicate this 4 question slide once, twice, and now I have 3 4 answer question slides here that I can use. I would then get rid of any of these other slides by just hitting delete and getting rid of those so that I don't need them. Once I've created the number of slides that I need with the correct number of answers, I'm going to go in and place my question and answers so that we can set up the questions to ask to our participants. I'm just typing in some pretend answers here to these. And here up here we can put our question. Of course, if you need the question to be bigger or smaller, you can do that by using your text sizing tools and your regular toolbar at the top. So if my question was to name a fruit, and I'm going to just make that a little bigger there, name a fruit, what I'm going to do down here is come down and actually put some fruits now that I've decided what my question is. And once we have these in here, we would obviously place another one there. What we would do now is we would continue with this process until we filled in all of the slides that need our questions. After that, we would then print out our slides, or you can write down on a piece of paper that the question, name a fruit, the first one is blueberry, second is strawberry, third is orange, and fourth is another one. You do that because when you play the game, and I'm going to start just on this slide, when you actually play the game, these answers are hidden. So you don't remember what's behind here unless you either have it written down or you printed out this slide. So I would say question, name a fruit. I would give that to a team and they would answer the question. They might say one of my choices. Let's say they say blueberry. Well, I can remember that blueberry is number 1. So I click here where it says number 1, correct answers. Blueberry now appears. If they get the next one, strawberry, I'll click 2. And then lastly, 3. So basically, if they're able to run the table, and let's pretend they get all 4 of them, then they would get the win for this board. I would click up here to the top where it says back to scores, and I would give team 1, or whichever team that was, 1 win. Okay, and then I'm going to click back to questions. From here, it shows me the game that was just won, and I'll click next question to move on to the next board or the next question. Now, down here below are incorrect answers. If a group misses and they provided a response that was incorrect, you would take one of these away by clicking on it. Each time then one goes away, they only have the remaining amount, and once they've lost all three of them, then you can give the rest of the board to another group or another team and allow them to try to finish it and get the point for that board. That's basically the way the game is edited and played. One other note is that on your scoreboard, when you go to erase this to use again for another time, if you try to do it in what is called PowerPoint edit mode, where I'm actually in here where I can change things, you can't actually change these numbers in edit mode. All you have to do is go back into the PowerPoint show mode, which is just a presentation mode, and from here you can change them back to 0, and then when you've checked out of there it will go back to 0 and you can save the game for later usage. To begin the game using Office 2007, go to the Slideshow tab and click one time. After clicking on the Slideshow tab, click the From Beginning button on the far left. This will begin the game. To start the game in any version of PowerPoint before Office 2007, go to the Slideshow menu and choose View Show. This game is designed for whole class participation. Participants are divided into teams or may work as individuals. For best results, use an LCD projector or TV to display the game to participants. If you receive a security alert when beginning this game and you're using Office 2007, simply click the Enable This Content button and then click OK. Please note, if you are using a version of Microsoft Office prior to Office 2003, some of the features in these games may not function properly. It is advised that you do your editing of the PowerPoint slides or games in your older version, and then use Microsoft's free PowerPoint viewer for actual gameplay. To download the free viewer, just do a web search for PowerPoint Player 2007.